Welcome back to victory! Alright, so, yet another beating of more Gorons. Unfortunately, Zelda don't got that many soldiers. So, yeah, she ain't got a lot, but with what she's got, she's been defending the city like a champ. I'm very impressed. Yes, the people who've been attacking us, who'd have thunk we'd actually be mad at each other.
I don't know. Some people fight each other and then realize they're the best friends.
Nah, we've been actually actively killing each other, so it's not one of those nice ones.
What's a few bodies against
You know,
friends?
a lot. That's kind of a lot. You killing a lot of your the people you're fighting. You tend to not become buddies after that, not just immediately at least. So yeah, we got this Blade Master, Blade Rondo stuff going on, and we got those elite soldiers, which you told me about before, but we're not gonna do that fight yet.
All right. Meanwhile, we're back at Hyrule Prime.
Yeah, we're peeking the Prime. I don't remember what I decided to do from here. I do believe I ended up in panic mode because a lot of harvesters start appearing and they take my merchants.
We don't need none of that. We need to move them out.
Yes, I kind of start moving some people. I think this happens during this one. I can't remember for sure. But yeah, I do know I'm preparing Link to finally start moving eastward instead of west because Twilight are right there. And the Goron, or Gerudo, are also right there. But the Gerudo are friends with are the vassals of the Twilight. So if I fight Gerudo, Twilight will automatically declare war.
And look at Twilight, how close they are to you right now. That's not going to be helpful.
I'm about to say, if you look at that light blue right under the yellow, there to my west, to the west, yeah, that's where they are. And then if you look on the map far southeast, that little island that's kind of isolated around itself, that light blue with gray around it, I believe that's them as well. So
what the hell are they doing all the way over there?
They got a lot, man. They got a lot of spaces, which means they could F me up at any point. Even if I kick them out of this area, they'll still be around. So I can't go fighting westward yet. I got to take care of the stuff that's happening to my east. And yeah, I'm just every once in a while I survey the situation to my south as well, because essentially I got people ready to go move off. No one in the south is really worth worrying about. So I kind of will just push as need. Right now I'm just sending a diplomat. See if I can
make peace.
Get some fun stuff out of them. Not even necessarily peace, but some fun stuff. I thought I needed trade rights, but I realized I gave them trade rights already.
Maybe that's why you got so many harvesters over here, because you keep giving them trade rights.
You know, that might be a reason.
Because if you don't have trade rights, they'll get some of their resources.
Yeah, maybe. I'm not entirely sure. And yeah, this was me trying something. I don't know if this will work or not, but someone told me put a spy near the merchant and it's less likely to be taken. I have no idea if that's true or not, but I'll find out when that merchant gets taken from me. Or someone posts in the comments.
Or then someone just kills the freaking spy.
Well, assassins don't really appear in this. Like, if you notice, none of the agents are actually listed as assassins. They can assassinate each other. Like, if I try to buy off a merchant and it fails, the merchant might kill the other merchant. One merchant might kill the other, basically. But there aren't really any assassins in this game. Or at least I've not seen any. The only faction I could think that would have them are the Sheiks, and, you know, they're gone. And I double checked, it actually said faction destroyed, so they're gone. It's not like they got a hidden unit somewhere.
Those poor interlopers.
Yeah, they kind of shouldn't have attacked me 5 turns into the game.
Poor Bongo Bongo. He was supposed to be the final boss. He was supposed to be your final one before you.
Well, he came out quick and attacked me.
Well, down to the bottom of the well he goes. I'll see him in Ocarina of Time.
So yeah, I think by this point I was just kind of contemplating: do I want to use these guys to help fight, or do I want to? Because by this point I skipped a turn. It was kind of a seamless shift here. I don't know how seamless, but it was pretty seamless. I skipped, so if you notice, they're no longer defending anything. So yeah, now I kind of sort of have them on the defensive, so I can go smack.
That's poor.
So now I have an army with Link in charge of it, and I'm looking to take out some Zora. I want some revenge for them funneling in people at me without ever giving up.
And done.
Yep, and then by this point I also figured I needed to get a hold of a bunch of soldiers fast because this city has 0 people. Speaking of fast,
None protecting it.
yeah, there were no one that was there to defend it. Had anyone decided to attack it with literally any form of a soldier that could siege immediately, I'd have been screwed. So yeah, I immediately tried to get a recruit over there, and I at some point I don't know if I missed it or not, or clicked it or not, but I just noticed there was an upgrade for for Hyrule Prime, a city upgrade, and I don't recall clicking it. Yep, hide. See, like if I fail that, it'll either be a fail or she'll die. Either way, I run them inside. I'm not dealing with it. Yeah, there's Malin. She's one of those. I'm waiting in the event someone in the south declares war. She's going south or southeast rather into that gray territory, and Kazakh is gonna go east straight up because he can beat the Kokiri and the Deku on his own. And he also produces children like mad, so they'll just be able to keep spawning and going out there.
Right there. Oh.
That man has had like 7 children in my kingdom already. And that was me trying to look at the army. Yeah, I'm trying to get a ceasefire from these dudes, and it was gonna be rejected, so I added in accept a will attack just to see if maybe I can get someone to. Let me see if I can push them over the edge, basically. Cause like they can't beat me, but I actually can't push forward. So
we're at a stalemate.
I think they're aware of that. Yeah. So I think they're aware and decided screw it. Oh yeah, that happened again. With another turn passing. And those jerks being so mean. But either way I said screw it. I'm going to Domain Prime.
Take them on.
Yep. But do I do it right now? It would be smart if I did it right now rather than wait. Yep. I built a fort because I was like, okay. They're gonna attack Link, they're gonna have to siege him. So that way I lose as few amount of soldiers as possible, because defensive sieges you tend to lose less than in open field combat. Tend to, that's not always the case.
Sure, you have fort. Oh.
Alright.
It's time to fight. It's time to fight.
What? Yeah, we're about to fight.
When did you build Prime?
But what were you wondering? Oh, well, artificially, yes. Hyrule Prime looks exactly like Hyrule does in Ocarina of Time. So it has its walls and stuff.
Alright.
I mean, this.
We who about to die salute you.
This is when I make my deployments, and then yeah, these guys actually do siege me, which surprised me. And I decided to try to target the ram itself, the bomb thrower / the ram. Then I switched to the guardians, thinking I need to take them out. But then I remember I had this trebuchet catapult.
Catapult.
So
I summon trebuchet catapult turtle.
You get a C for that one.
No.
It's a weak one. It's a bit weaker than many of your puns. It's a bit weaker. It's still pretty good, but not that good. The stutter didn't help, but it's not detracting from the grade. By the way, yeah, I make them target that and
crap.
Bang! Ow! Ow! My guys went. Yeah, that panicked me. Not panicked me, but it made me go, holy crap, because I didn't realize they were gonna smack my guys. But it did do 70 damage in one shot, so I was like, okay, it's gonna have to keep firing.
Meanwhile, the guy just like, you just got rocked, son.
Yeah, they got killed.
There's no way you can move them. You can't move them.
Because I got multiple units selected. I didn't realize I had multiple selected at the time. So I was trying to move it. See, look, I didn't notice they were blended like that. So I couldn't tell them to move in time. Fortunately, I don't think anyone died from that second barrage.
After the second one, someone sure died from the first.
Yeah, someone went down. I don't know how many, but some did. And so, of course, my archers are trying to move while I move my infantry. And I was going to keep this little horde blob there, but I was like, nah, let me not do that. No, the ram won't actually do any damage to humans. It can't hurt humans in this game. My issue was if those infantry soldiers get taken out, I will have no infantry to fight. Because they're the stronger infantry soldiers. I would only had like recruits and town watch to fight. And I need that heavy infantry.
Yep, the freaking thing's down. Now you want to be a
like, by this
cannonball?
point- Wait, were you talking to me about the cannonball?
Yeah, because I saw you just zoomed up to it like you want to be it, like you sometimes do.
Oh
with
no,
the arrow.
I zoom. Yeah. I was zooming in to see if they were actually still firing, because I didn't see any actual cannonballs flying through the air. So I was afraid they stopped firing. So I was peeking to see if they were if the animation was still happening, because that would let me know they're firing still. And yeah, I couldn't do anything about that. At best, I could send a unit out there to smack them, but then everyone would just
Right.
smack the unit, and it would be embarrassing.
You only sent the one unit. He didn't realize what he was signed up for.
And then because of my own stupid architecture, I can't even shoot at the guys who are using the ram. They're getting protected by those dang old things there.
It was a
Not even sure what to call them.
well. You can't blame the design guy for this.
Yeah, I can. He's the literal reason we can't fire at the guys at directly on the ram. We can fire at the people standing back.
But hey,
that's
hey,
about it.
you gotta admit, it does look cool.
It looks cool, but right now it's not helping us. So architect, I blame you. Yeah, I agree. It's a cool thing, but I was still not happy. And then I was kind of hoping I could maintain the 3x3, 3-2 formation there. It didn't work.
Hold the line.
I think that's when I became aware that there was another recruit unit. I don't know. Because there's a recruit unit way in the back. Like if you look where that slant is, where that slope is, to the right, there's a unit there. It's a recruit infantry unit. And I don't know if I noticed it yet, but it flashed for a second during this video, which is why I noticed it now. I don't know how long it takes me to even realize that they're there. But I do know for a while I don't use them.
Hold the lines. Throw the rocks.
And then okay, yeah, I did notice them. And I thought I didn't know what was gonna happen, but I figured they were gonna charge at my repeater crossbows, so I was gonna send these guys to go smack the guardians in the face and some cavalry, but then they routed like immediately.
Because they saw what was coming.
Disturbing.
Like, hold up.
I
Alright,
had to
so
stop the cat.
Whoa.
Hold up. Wait. Don't shoot me in the face with crossbows. Hold up. Wait. It's just chaos ensuing here.
because they saw what was inside, they want to leave, but they don't want to leave.
And then the Dodongos kind of bug out, I think. I don't know really. Or they died really. I'm not sure what happened, but either way, people just kind of stopped at the entrance.
Rock.
Yeah, but this is weird because they didn't move at all. And I'm not moving at them. So I'm going to keep pelting them with missiles as long as I possibly can. Especially with a trebuchet, they can smash everyone. And I contemplated switching to fire, but it takes longer to fire those for one thing. But the advantage it would be is that they do splash damage. So it would hit and then fire would spread.
We don't need that.
Unfortunate. Yeah, and then again, I was trying to be at arrow slash see if they were still firing.
Yeah.
They weren't firing, so I made them target something. And this is before I noticed that they actually did not have any ammo. I eventually noticed it. And so I try to make them re-equip. I noticed they unequipped themselves, so I try to re-equip. And then I think I eventually realized that they didn't have it, so I make them get off of it and send them towards this center point. I kind of wanted them down there, but it didn't work like that, so I didn't deal with it.
How'd you run out of ammo?
Well, you don't get unlimited ammo, so every unit has a set ammo cap.
That explains why you can't just like forever. Where are these people coming from?
Yeah, these are their reinforcements, and then yeah, 0% of my guys, 44% of their guys.
Well then.
Showing off them skills. Not really, like between them not actually moving and them routing like immediately, it was quite easy to get a lot of kills. So yeah, I decided I need to push these guys before they got their reinforcement, because I figured that's ultimately what they began to wait on. So just kind of attack everything.
All out war.
Yeah, just kind of send
Total
everything.
war.
Ha! Because the game's called Total War.
I
I don't know if you meant to do that or not, but ha. Because they constantly make that pun in these games. They find a way to put Total War. Like if you play Rome Total War, like the intro ends with like Total War. Play Medieval, same thing. One of them, it's like it's so awkward too. It'll say the whole thing, and then he'll be like, Total War. Just out of nowhere. Will you be the one to win? Will you be the one to survive? Total War. I'm like, what? Come on, man. You could do better than that. But yeah, no, I tried to sneak my Cav out there before these Dodongo got in the way, but nope, my Cav clipped him. So now Cav and infantry, I'm gonna send them to go fight.
Well, Zelda's having a smoke.
No, Zelda's out there actually fighting.
Oh.
She's somewhere out there already. Yeah, she's double blading.
Oh.
Yeah, she's dual wielding, dude. She got 2 swords in her hand.
Oh.
She's actually being a thug. And yeah, I decided to rely on the Cav for a bit instead of the infantry, just because the Dongos, at least for my recruits, will dominate. Will dominate my infantry. So I do worry that Zelda might die. You can kind of see her. She pops up. You can see the little pink every once in a while popping through the gray.
Pretty much, yeah.
So I do try.
She's handling herself like that lone Goron.
Yeah. So look at this Goron. You see how it's rolling? You see how it's running? See how it's rolling? See how it's running? That was throwing me off when I first saw that. So I kept trying to figure out what was going on. I kept doing it.
That lone Goron is not gonna.
And I decided to. I was like, eh, screw it. You go attack the Dodongo. It don't matter. Or not the Dodongo, the Goron.
Yeah.
And then there she goes, making sure she was okay. Yeah, well, like if she gets on horse, she dies. So, like in this game, there's no unhorsing and people live. They didn't add that script in until I believe Shogun 2. There are mods for Shogun 2, but none of them, as far as I'm aware,